Hey, it's Phil Matthew here, coming to you from philandtomplus.com, and I'm here with
Tom.
Janine.
and I'm sitting here drinking a red wine, celebrating a great day on planet Earth, spinning around the sun, just in case you didn't know.
But how fast would it be spinning around the sun, Dad?
Oh no.
How
God.
fast?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how would any? I mean, what sort of a question? That's ridiculous.
That's a ridiculous question. You're the one coming out here all the time saying, "Oh, you know the Earth's spinning around this, so fast."
I mean, who would know that anyway? It probably spins at about 1,675
What a wanker.
kilometres per hour at the equator and about 990 kilometres at the North Pole and the South Pole. That's probably how it is. 186,000 kilometres from the moon.
Get your hand off it. God.
And the sun takes about 8 minutes for its light to travel from there to here. So just an interesting point.
Just a little side tidbit of useless information.
Well, it just depends on where you're at in your world. Anyway, that's fair enough.
So, what are you talking about? You started it.
Well, you
We're
know,
not talking about the
you've told me that I
universe
can't talk about anything of any meaning. I've got to talk about absolute crap. You know, so
We'll talk about meaning, what the hell?
meaning.
And then we'll complain about it later.
Well, today's one of those days where we woke up, okay, and it was one of
We
those.
woke up. That's good. We're
Yeah, we woke
alive.
up,
That was
yeah.
a plus.
Sounds like a lot of other days to me.
And you know, and this is not the first time; it's happened many times. But you go in and you say, "Oh, okay, somebody's basically bought something, if you like, made a sale." And it's one of those situations where it's over $1,000 in one hit, without us actually knowing the person, without us actually having to do any of the selling, which is a nice thing. So, I guess the question is, you know, how long does it take you to make $1,000? Not that you would know, Tom, because
I
you
do
know.
know. It takes me about an hour at St Kilda Beach.
Oh.
See, Dad said something like that the other day, and I thought, hang on, there's a hooker joke in there somewhere. Anyway, go on.
So that was a nice feeling, was it
Stop
not?
the comedy. Oh,
But
we should just mention, qualify that joke for any international people. St Kilda is known for hookers.
Right. Okay.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
See, it's not funny when you got to qualify and explain
Well,
the
you
joke.
have to. Aussies would know. Well, Victorians would know.
Yeah, so you just narrow the field down. Maybe
Well, look,
Melburnians.
we have Melburnians, so it's a joke that works in Melbourne. Okay, so it worked. Don't talk to me about comedy, Mum.
And the other thing is that I guess in the online world, people can think about. Well, I actually, what happened? I got this guy texted me last week, and he was the guy that we did our first sort of seminar with, and he was basically saying, "Oh, you know, Phil, I'm going to be doing a seminar, you know, in Melbourne," and so I thought, "Oh yeah, I wonder where he's at today." So I went and had a look at the site, and what he was prophesying or professing is that, you know, you come along to his course and you learn all about these, you know, how to build micro niche websites, basically, and that's the road to. And further to that, what we do is we show you how to build an ebook, outsource it, and that's the road to riches. Now that's where we've come from. So we look at that sort of marketing today, and we just laugh.
We
basically,
say that's horseshit.
yeah. but this particular guy, he will make a crap load of sales from people going to that,
Yeah.
and they're going to go basically nowhere.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you can either, you know, even if that did work, how many ebooks at $10 would you have to sell to make $1,000? 100, you know, and it's just not going to work. It doesn't. It's one of these things in the online world that there are people out there that basically, I guess I don't know. I don't want to use the word prey, but it's just not going anywhere. It's like one of the guys we work with. His name's Matt Lloyd, and he basically says, you know, there's no bad news. You know, he said, for example, you know, people complain. They actually complain that how their perception is expensive. Some of my products are, and he says, well, you go and show me, a low-lying price structured thing that actually makes money. He says there isn't one. It just doesn't exist.
I was
basically.
on this webinar or hangout yesterday, right?
How long did that go for, mate?
6 hours.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
Unbelievable. I think just I'm not. Yeah, can I mention names? Yeah, it was Todd Brown anyway. But
you
it
can
was
mention
just,
names if we like them, and if we don't like them, we don't mention them.
Okay, yeah, it was Todd Brown anyway. He had just so many pearls of gems. My poor little brain, he looked like he was totally exhausted by the end of it. My poor little brain was just like mush. But it was just, I did not once get bored or think, would you shut up? I've had enough.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, don't stop. Please don't stop. It was full of information. Anyhow, so that was very good. So if you wanted to have check somebody out, just look up Todd Brown and you will find him. He's got a Facebook page, Google Hangouts, 6FFF Facebook group. Fantastic information, fantastic guy. Anyhow,
I prefer Todd Black.
Todd Black. Ha ha ha. Anyhow, so it was funny talking about money and people bitching and whinging and screaming. So here we are for 6 hours, and one of the things he was promoting is that he's doing this 4-week implementation.
4-way? What sort of sites are you going on the internet, Mum? Jesus.
4-week implementation course with a couple of other guys, and one of the criteria to get in was, guess what? You've got to purchase a book. Okay, and you have to pay for the postage of the book. You don't have to buy the book. You got to pay for the postage of the book.
We've seen this plenty of times.
Yeah, right. Which is a
Russell Brunson.
Yeah. Good marketing ploy and whatever else like that.
Yeah.
So a guy actually puts in the chat thing. That's marketing greed. You should be giving us that for free.
Get fucked. God, I hate
And
people
I'm
like that.
thinking,
Fucking nuts.
I'm really thinking.
Marketing greed.
Do you want someone to just sign you a check for like $1 million? That'll probably make you maybe a little bit happy, and do no work and do nothing. But that's what you expect. If you expect that you're just going to go and get all this information, and you're not even willing. I mean, the postage, $7.95.
Would
And
you say he had a wealth mentality, Janine?
I think he might be a struggle.
A moron,
Just
as we like to say in the old country.
just a little bit.
It's
And
interesting.
I mean,
it's
you've
interesting.
got to put some money out there to make. What is it? You got to spend money to make money.
I don't know
I
about
mean,
that.
but
I don't know about that.
But I mean, what a
Look, let's look at it from another angle. You could sort of say, if you wanted to look at it another way, do you need money to make money?
yes.
Well, that's one answer.
You need some money.
I don't know.
Well, maybe look. One way we've made money, okay, is that we actually used other people's money. Is that true or not true?
Yeah.
Oh yes, you leverage what
Well,
you
we didn't
have.
hang on. There have been points in time where we didn't have the money, but
No.
all we did is we got access to the money.
Yes.
So that's an interesting point. The other thing,
Would you do rob a bank?
the other thing, no.
We don't espouse to those sort of ideas.
The other thing is that as I've gone,
Unless you can get away with it.
if I could,
Did you want to talk?
and you talk about this guy, and then Tom sort of calls him he didn't call him a loser, but
I said he's a moron.
he said he's a moron. That's right. I don't like that sort of stuff. I think that everybody's.
Well, here's the difference between you and
Everybody's
me,
doing the
Dave.
best with what
I
they know.
speak
Oh,
the
but-
truth.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to spend $7 on an ebook, you are a
$7.95.
moron.
Okay,
You are. I take it back. He's not a moron. He's an idiot wrapped in a moron. Okay, that's what you are, mate. I'm not having it.
Buddy, pal, sport,
Chum.
digger, chum.
Then again,
But I don't know, like it. I always think, and I know you're not going to like me saying this, but
Well, that is true. They are.
it is true. But this is what qualifying is all about. We want to qualify. We want to work with awesome people, and not that idiot who won't spend.
But maybe-
Complains about $7.
But maybe he just needs a little bit of direction and a little bit of help.
Well, I just gave it to him. You're a moron.
That's not
And I-
actually constructive.
And I guess I
This is
think
not good.
I think about that, and I think about our message. And forgive me for repeating it, but that lady Maria Andros, we mention people we like, we don't mention people we don't like. That's a good way. That's a good rule of thumb. And she explained to us that you want to be able to get to the masses, but you don't want to be sort of for the masses. You have to sort of separate yourself from everybody else. And so we basically have our message is we help visionary families, and a few emerging entrepreneurs, which is small business owners, could be coaches, consultants, speakers, that sort of
When we
thing.
add on the end of our message, we help emerging entrepreneurs.
Be nice.
What is it? We help. What is it?
We help
Help
visionary
visionary
families
families, emerging entrepreneurs.
to build an online brand.
to use video,
Video.
Use video to build
to
online.
grow a brand online. Get it right.
Okay, so you go say it. I'll add the tag at the end.
Okay, we help visionary families and a few emerging entrepreneurs to use video to grow an online brand and have fun while they're doing it.
No dickheads allowed.
And
Now
who's,
would that
and who's the dickhead meter?
would that qualify? I mean, would that not qualify? Would that set us apart? I mean, how many people are going to have a tagline like that? There's not one. There's not one people going saying
What?
no dickheads
Yeah,
allowed.
it's not a bad one.
That
Well,
is marketing. You got to be yourself.
No dickheads
Brilliant.
allowed. It's a bit like say no bullshit here or something.
I like no dickheads allowed because it really looks them in the eye and says, "Hey, I like that. It's pretty funny."
Well, we could sort of come up with some different type of marketing words. No dickheads allowed.
That's cool.
That sort of reminds me of get a woolly dick in your ear.
Oh no, that's not marketing.
Not
No, you're
right.
trying to
Yes,
be.
it is. It's like, oh, you don't want to do that? Okay, we'll get a woolly dick in your ear. People, if you said that on a webinar in a certain context, people would laugh at that, and it's real. They like that because here's the thing. This is what I think about. I was so paranoid about censoring myself, and I'm like, well, what? Am I the only one in the world who swears? What a load of shit! Everybody's swearing. Everybody doing it, man.
Yeah. Even some of these nice people we're
Yeah.
mentioning.
Matt White, I heard him swear on a webinar. And what do you do? You apologise. Oh, I'm sorry for swearing. Fuck that.
There's a time and a place.
There is a time and a place, so you don't
What Tom actually said, that's actually in Australia. It's a. You might have thought he said, but it's actually a crow. We've got a crow outside. If you have a listen to the crow,
Oh, stop it.
Oh, is that because I said fuck that the way I said it?
yeah,
Fuck that.
that's actually a crow. There's crows for the people listening to this.
Stop it.
Anyway, I mean, we're being on 13 minutes now, so
He's going to start doing his cow noises in a minute.
Well, I'll let
That'll
you
be
shut
enough.
it down, Tom. We've done great tonight. We hope people have got some light-hearted and even a bit of value in there.
bit of realness.
Yeah, we've got our little dog Coco sitting here looking for her food. We've got to go to a family
I need some
engagement,
food
a
too.
little
I need
birthday
to
party
pasta.
for a little girl. Is that right? Our little
Josie,
niece,
she's 10.
10. And you
Yep.
have to do these family things, don't you?
We do.
Well, I don't, because let me tell you something. If you're a young person, what you want to do is just
This is the
to
world.
set a
according
precedent.
to
Every
Tom.
time somebody asks you to go somewhere for a family event, you just say, nah. And it's going to take you 50 to 100 to even 1,000 times. But eventually they're just going to stop asking. And then you're on easy street. It's magnificent. Anyway.
You get the house to yourself and you can have music as
Exactly.
loud.
I'm going to eat some food. Anyway, if you enjoyed that podcast, hit the like button wherever we post that. Put a comment below if you have any questions. And we will see you next week. See you later,
Have a great
guys. Have a
night.
good one.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.